Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because we are diving into some affordable makeup, some things I've picked up recently or had sent to me in PR, to include the Cosmic Brushes Lovers palette. I've been waiting to use this palette and I don't know why I waited so long. It's absolutely stunning. We're gonna swatch it, we're gonna try it on, and we're gonna get this eye look with it. But you guys, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications, new videos. If you like this video, make sure you hit a big thumbs up. But if you wanna see what affordable products I used and how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, we're gonna dive into some affordable makeup releases. I still have the Lovers palette from Cosmic Brushes to play around with. Really excited to try this out. Color Story is absolutely gorgeous. But then I also have the Revlon Colorstay. There's a couple new things that were released for like preparations for summer, something a little bit glowy. And then I've got some stuff from Maybelline that I picked up as well. So I figured we would try that out, play around. I always love a good affordable find. If I can kind of find a dupe for some of my more expensive things, I prefer to do that because I save a lot more money that way. So I want to see, like, what do these things do? Like I said, we're going to dive into the Cosmic Brushes Lovers palette. Picked this up when I was in Germany, didn't have a chance to use it, brought it back with me. So we're going to dive into this. Now, the story, there's two different sides. You have the pinks, very beautiful. You have the blues and greens, some of the more like earthy tones. But then you've also got some neutrals with the brown. There's a black in here. So I feel like you could pop of color or you could just keep it a little bit neutral. Beautiful shimmers. I love the formulation that Cosmic Brushes has on their palettes. I'm excited to swatch this. And I was looking at the swatches and I was like, do I do it the two sides together? I kind of want to do that, but I could also mix it across. We're going to swatch, we're going to see. I also have no idea like what direction. I'm kind of leaning towards like the pinky purpley tones, vice the blue greens. I did teal green the other day. I'm kind of feeling like this vibe, but who knows? I might decide that I want to mix both the sides. It just depends on how I'm feeling after I swatch. Because looking at them in the pan can be completely different than what it looks like when it's swatched. So let me go ahead and do that. I will come back and we'll discuss and then we'll figure out a way forward. Okay, you guys, I am so mad at myself. I cannot believe I have not used this palette sooner. The swatches, the shades, they're absolutely gorgeous. The first one, Connection, Chef's Kiss, that one is absolutely gorgeous. There's so much going on with it. Like just looking at it in the pan, it kind of like, it's definitely foiled purple in the pan. But then on my wrist, it's got orange and gold and purple, pink. There's so many shades and I'm like, I kind of want to use that shade. Looking at Truth, gorgeous. Beautiful shimmering teal with green, like lime green, forest green, bluish green. Like there's so many variations of like blues, greens, teal in there. Love that. The shade Companion, it's like an orange creamsicle sunrise, if that makes any sense. Looking at it, you've got some gold, yellow, pink, orange. It's so beautiful. Just a peachy creamsicle. Like, I don't know why a creamsicle comes to mind looking at that shade. The mattes are really buttery smooth. Absolutely love that. Even the shade Faithful, it's kind of like a smattering of glitter, kind of like a topper, but I feel like if I like patted it on there and like built it up, it wouldn't just be a topper, but you could use it as a topper if you just kind of like patted it in place. Very beautiful colors, very difficult decision. Like I kind of don't want to do the blues and greens because it's a little bit deeper and darker. I kind of want to stick with the lighter, pinker, mauve tones and use the shade Connection. Like I'm really gravitating towards that one, or Companion. I'm not sure. I'm going to prime my eyes, think on it, and I'm really gravitating towards that one shade Connection. I'm like, ooh, can I make them work together, Companion and Connection? I'm about to play around with them on the back of my hand and see what I can do. So let me go prime my eyes, deliberate, and then we will dive in. Okay guys, heavily forward. I'm really excited. I know what shades I want to play around with. I'm going to start out with the shade Affection. Pop this into the crease, give us a good buffer. I know some people are not going to be surprised that I'm doing something fairly neutral, but then with like a pop of color. Sometimes the outside parts just need to be neutral and then the interior parts just need to be fun. And I absolutely love the palettes I have from Cosmic Brushes. The quality, the price point, I just love what they come up with. This color is not that dark, which is fine for me. It just kind of gives that buffer. I do have 2 other shades that I'm going to use. But even like when I first started my channel, people were priming their eyelids with eyeshadow primer, but then they were setting them. And I was like, I feel like the grippiness of the eyeshadow primer is like kind of the point. However, if you do too dark of a shade and you have that grippiness, you could have a really blown out eyeshadow look and you didn't mean it to. So I don't mind like setting the crease area just kind of as that like border to make sure that nothing too dark gets past that and too blown out. Now into Self-Love. I love the name of that. I actually have a title in my calendar for like when I go and get my nails done or my brows done or a back massage. It says self-care. Maybe I need to change it to self-love because you gotta take care of yourself. Not always do we have time. All right, so I'm just gonna put that in the crease and the outer V. Not always do we have time to just take time, but carve some time out of your schedule. Like even if it's back-to-back appointments, which I've been able to do in the past. I haven't since I've gotten back just because the schedule's been so freaking busy. But you have to carve some time out for yourself. Otherwise, like work is work. I get that. Like you have to be, gotta pay the bills. But when you have time, when you have free time, don't overburden your schedule with social events. Like I know that I get burned out if I do too many, and this past week has been one of those where Luke and I we wanted to hang out with everyone. Like I was back and I wanted to see everyone, and then I like started to get to the point where I was like, oh, I just need to breathe. Sometimes it's okay to just be like, hey, like I want to hang out, but can we give like a 2-day or 3-day break? I was talking to, so like Jamie, Luke and I went to dinner on Friday, and Jamie and I were talking about doing something on Saturday. She ended up having plans with her husband, and they went to do something up in like Northern Virginia. And I was like, girl, I'm good. Like, because I went and did my plans yesterday. I met up with some people at the brewery for Strawberry Fest. But then last night I hung out with Dixon and Sochu, and I organized, and I felt good because it's not organized. It's not pretty in any way, shape, or form. But my eyeshadow palettes are finally put away. I have been home for like 2-ish weeks, 3, maybe a month now. But I hadn't had a chance to just organize and put stuff away because I wanted to see my friends and I wanted to catch up with everyone, and there were events and leave and going with Luke to Orlando. Like there was just so much going on. But finally I was kind of relieved, and when she was like, hey, we're going to go do that, I was like, girl, I'm going to organize, I'm going to clean. Luke is on duty. It's just me and the animals. Like I'm good. Like I felt good just getting stuff put away. Sometimes it's okay to just not make plans, like today. So this morning, Luke got home from duty and he's like, what do you have planned? I was like, nothing. I've been doing laundry. I make homemade ginger shots with ginger, lemon, turmeric, and cayenne pepper. I make those, and I prep those usually on a Saturday, Sunday. And so I was doing all of that. And he's like, okay, well, I've got this thing at 9:30. I was like, go be free. I'm going to continue what I'm doing before I take my shower. I did a face mask. Like, I'm feeling good. Self-love, self-care, like it is important. Take the time. You need it. Sorry, I got into a whole tangent based off of a name of a shade. I'm gonna dive into the shade Soulmate, but it is important. Take time. Just, it's okay to look at your calendar and go, man, that's a lot going on, and just schedule like free time. It's counterproductive, right, to schedule free time, but sometimes you gotta remind yourself to do that. So I'm staying on my fluffy crease brush just to place the color first before I like deepen it up. But also, like, Luke's got duty coming up this week. I made sure, since I know he's on duty, I made time for myself to like go get a massage in the afternoon, because it's important. Just set some time aside. What time is it over there? 1 + 6, so it's 7 a.m. Sorry, one of my friends from Germany, she just messaged me and I was like, what time? Like, they're 6 hours ahead. And when I was getting up, I saw a text message from her and I messaged her back, and she responded, and I was like, kind of late at night. Well, now it's like 7:38 their time. I was like, she's responding to me now, and I was like, oh, okay. So, and that was the thing, is like remembering the time difference. Anyways, random thoughts on a Sunday. All right, I'm gonna switch over to my large compacted smudge brush. I can feel like it's starting to get loose right here, and I really like this brush. These are the Huda Beauty brushes. I have to, like, the bristles are fine. Like, everything is still good. It's still fluffy. And I clean them regularly, but I can feel like when the glue is starting to come off, I Gorilla Glue them back together. But I hate when my brushes do that. And I'm like, especially when it's a good brush that I really like. I say that, I have a whole drawer of brushes, but when I like and love a brush, I don't want to part with it. Like, unless it's on its last leg or I have a spare, I'm good. It's just the handle. I can feel it. Like, it's jiggly right now. But if I've got some brushes like this, they're a little bit fluffier than I like, and they don't deposit color the same way. But are you the same way? Like when you find that right brush, do you purchase like multiple of it so that the next time like you need to replace it, like you have a spare? Are you okay like picking up a new brush and like hoping it's good? Because not all brushes are created equal. You guys, the outer corner, the crease, is nothing like new. It's nothing like that we haven't seen before. I love a good neutral outer corner kind of moment. And that's not even as deep as I'm gonna go because I always do my foundation and then I fix the outer corner and deepen it up based off of like how much I need it to pop. However, I do have 2 colors that I'm gonna use and I'm excited. Popping into Connection. I'm gonna pick this one up on my middle finger, place it in the center. Ooh, look at that yumminess. So gorgeous. Right here in the center, forward a little bit. We're just going to leave it there for right now because I am going to finesse it. And then into the shade Companion. Pick that up on my ring finger. Ooh, very different. But we're going to put that right here in the inner corner. Oh, it's like a sunrise. Okay, no extra product. There's enough product in the inner corner. I just need to smooth it out because of my eye crinkles. You guys, it's just, look how gorgeous that is. I do have some product still left on my finger. So we're going to take it up a little bit. That is stunning. I love this color right here. And then the 2 of them together, beautiful. All right, let me go do this eye. I have some other items to play around with and we'll be back. Okay, so I've already primed my face because it's nothing new. I just got that out of the way, but I do have the Revlon Colorstay Face and Body Glow Lotion. They sent me 2 different shades. One if I want to be a little bit more bronzy, one if I want it to just be like an under the foundation type of glow, but then also really great for like the décolleté, the shoulders, like if you're going outside and you just want to have like a little bit of a glow. So I figured I would do the bronzy one on my shoulders just so you could kind of see, well, probably this one because I don't know if on my tattoo it's going to make more sense. But I don't really want to do bronzer on my face, so I figured at least try the shoulder. It's a little dark. I do have a brush somewhere, but I didn't grab it out. Okay, I could probably use a little bit more. Okay, so if I wanted to give like a little bit of a like glow on top of my tan, it's a little bit more shiny than my other shoulder, but let's even it out. I don't know if it's really going to pop up on my tattoo. And then I usually do bronzer on my neck, so I don't know that I'm going to do the Glotion around here. But on the shoulders, it's got a nice little sheen. Pretty. There is a lot of like gold glitter on my finger now. Fingers. It's fine. All right. But we're going to go ahead and try out, this is 120, it's Giving Sun. I don't know how much I need, but on my face I'm always like, less is more and I can build. So we'll start on this side. Okay, so it's definitely like a goldish shade. Oh yeah, it's definitely giving like a sheen compared to this side. But also focus it on like the high points. The foundation that I chose is also fairly new, but I've also done a video with it before. It's what, Maybelline, the Superstay? Or wait, yeah, it's Maybelline Superstay. Their newest foundation. I was like, okay, it does have like the mattifying properties to it. It's not super glowy, so I'm interested to see what it looks like, but I know it's a foundation that I like. So I figured I would try it out with this new product because I haven't tried this before. It does give me a little bit more, like a little more depth. It's deeper than, so like the 𝐿𝐹, what is the glowy one with from 𝐿𝐹? That one doesn't really add a lot of color. There are different shades of it, but I think the one that I have is just very similar to my skin tone. I can't remember. but I do like that one. All right, so I'll go ahead and show you this being applied only because so you can see what it looks like with this. And this is the Maybelline 30 Hour in shade 129. We'll just do one side to start out with. It also helps because I feel like this foundation was when I picked it out for my like paler side, not necessarily like with a tan. That is really pretty. Yeah, so this is a Lumi matte foundation and then with the glow underneath it. Really pretty. If you have not tried this foundation out, it is so freaking good. I absolutely love it. I was wearing it quite a lot when I was getting ready to leave Germany because I had just picked it up before I left. I want to say I picked it up from Ulta and Luke sent it out there for me. But it just wears so beautifully. And it's at the drugstore. So it's drugstores, like we say it's affordable, but drugstore like makeup is getting to be just as expensive as some of the other makeup. I do like that it's not as expensive as some of the other makeup though. All right, that's where we're at. I do need to do contour and bronzer, but I do have a blush. So I'll be back for that. Okay, you guys, now for blush. I have the Maybelline Sunkisser blush. I was looking at this. I saw it. I bought this at Walmart. But then I was looking on Ulta. There's like 10 different shades, but they range anywhere from like pinky, orangey, and then like bronzy tones. So not like completely blush, but kind of like a sun-kissed bronze. Like, is that what we're going for now? I have mine in the shade Blazing Blush 05. I was like, ooh, that's a really pretty shade. It's a lot of the shades look pale. So it's like just a kiss of blush. Is that the style now? Like, is that what we're going for? Is that what we like? Ooh, it's got the big doe foot. I'm just gonna go straight in, you guys. We're gonna start there. I doubt that that's too much. It's a very pale shade. And it almost disappeared. It's got some glow. I think it's a little pale for me. I got a friend who'd probably take this off my hands though. I really just wanted to try it. I was like, ooh, I love the lip glosses. The ones that are like the Fenty dupe. And I was like, ooh, they're expanding the line with blushes. It's just making my cheeks like super glowy. I don't know that this is my cup of tea. I tried it. If I was more pale, this would be great. But you guys, whatever you do on this side, you got to do on this side and match the tones. We'll set it and then we'll just, I mean, it can be a really pretty highlighter, but it is pale as can be. I mean, there's kind of a sun kiss. Like, it's just not my shade, you guys. It's pretty. It looks really glowy. It's just, it's not my shade. Let me find a different liquid blush. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I used this yesterday. I used the same brand, their contour. It's Sachi Beauty. They have the cheek stain, contour stain. I used the contour today. And I consider this affordable. You can get it on the TikTok shop. You can get it on their website right now. I don't know that it's still going to be going on when this video goes live, but they've been doing a bunch of sales. Really, really liked this yesterday when I used it. It's not super intense, and this is kind of like a cool tone shade, but we'll start on this side. I don't want it to like dry down before. And even though it looks purple, it's once it's like blended out, it's not the shade. It's so pretty, you guys. And yesterday I just did a little bit and then I powdered and I was like, oh, it kind of disappeared. You can go in. If you're gonna powder afterwards, and I need to because I'm just an oily gal, it's gonna like tone down. So you can go in and have a really pretty tone. Love this. Oh, and on the nose. All right, let me go powder my face and then I'll be back so we can finish off the eyes. Okay, now to dive back into the Lovers palette and finish off the under eye. Really liking how my makeup is coming together right now. Blush, a little fail because it's not the right shade. I took a chance. I figured it would probably not turn out well. It is one of the lighter shades. There were some deeper tones, but they were more like bronzy and orangey, and those aren't really the tones I go for. So I figured I'd give it a shot. It happens. But we did the Sachi and it's really pretty. Sometimes you just gotta dive back into the collection and see what else you can use. All right, now to finish off the under eye, we're gonna dive back into Self Love and then into Soulmate and bring those two underneath the eye and then Soulmate outer corner underneath. easy enough. So tiny little compacted smudge brush, just tap, tap, tap it into place before we start blending it out. You guys, I have both the fur babies. Dixon's under my desk, so she's in the top of her cat castle. And Luke is running an errand with a friend. I don't know if he'll be back before I've got to go run my errands. But I feel like I accomplished a lot. Like, I let myself sleep in as long as my body would let me. Alright, now I'm going into Soulmate. Still tiny compacted smudge brush. But I feel like I accomplished quite a bit this morning. I'm just trying to get back into a routine. Like, it's not always easy, but gotta try. All right, and then on my larger compacted smudge brush, like even underneath the sink or the bathroom I use at night to like prep and get ready and like take my makeup off and everything, I knew I needed to go through like some of the products that were under there because I didn't take them with me. And I was like, oof, these need to be thrown away. Like, if I was gone for 9 months and they were already opened and used, like, don't even try and put them on your skin. So I did that too. I was like, I don't normally like declutter my skincare stuff. I don't even know if that's something that you guys would want to see. I know you guys like when I do like the declutters of my makeup collection, but I'm not. It just needed to be done. Okay, even though it's neutral on the outside, that deep dark brown tone with the shade Connection, really gorgeous the way it blended together. It kind of looks like the flash of sun before like the sunset and then darkness, like really gorgeous. I really like those shades together. Not always is a neutral outer corner gonna be boring. All right, so a couple other things that they sent to me. They sent the what are these? The Colorstay Multi-Liner. So they sent me 4 different shades. Is this one black? Mischief Maker. So this one looks like it's a black. And then I have a deep dark brown in Catalyst. I have a lighter brown in As Is. And then I have a khaki color, or like, I guess cream color. I need to open them up and see, but High Point. Like, I guess I could use this in the waterline. It says it could be a lip liner. So I like the darker shades when everyone's doing, okay. Best way to open these, just spin the top and they'll start to break the seal. And you can open them sometimes. Packaging on liners is difficult sometimes if it's not in a box, but you gotta figure it out. You'll make do. All right, so let's see what this looks like. Oh, this is like a gold. Ooh, that could be interesting in the waterline. Do I need a gold waterline today? I'm doing it. Let's just send it. Didn't know that that was gonna be the vibe today. Let's see, is it gonna pass the vibe check? It kind of shows up. It's not the same as like a white waterline. Let's see which one. My Sephora 12 Hour Colorful. I think I'm gonna use this one instead. Might have to sharpen it. See, like that showed up more than the gold. That's pretty. I might still, like I still will, like I'll do the cream on the bottom and then I usually still do black on the top. But if you want an affordable like white liner for the inner waterline, the ones from Sephora, really good. I think it's Tarte that also has one. And then Urban Decay, of course. Okay. I haven't done a white waterline in a while. All right. So I do also have Mischief Maker, which is black. I don't do a lot of brown liner. I guess I could do it today and it'd be okay, right? Oh, actually, I don't know that this is black. It kind of looks purple. Yeah, this is not. It is like a Merlot. Okay. So then it also has the brush. Like this would be a really pretty like lip liner. But then it also has the brush to kind of feather it out. Love that. But then I do have the 2 brown shades. So I'm going to hold on to those. I don't think I'm going to use those today. I'm going to use a black liner in the waterline. This one. I'm so excited for this one. This is the Lash Serum and Liner, liquid liner from Maybelline. Or no, Revlon. This is from Revlon Colorstay. I am so excited for this. I love when you got a serum or like skincare in your makeup. Let's just, ooh, very fine line. Let's see if I can apply this. If you guys hear snoring, it is Dixon. You guys, that line is so precise and thin. It is so good. I love when it has a good fine tip. That just helps with your points. Ooh, I blinked while I was trying to do my liner. Dang it. We'll fix that. You ever try to like fight the urge to blink while trying to do your liner? It didn't work. It's so like so fine, just beautiful. So the bristles are a little stiff. It's brand new. It's expected. which is making it so easy to do precise lining. I love that. And this is in the shade Blackest Black. I need to fix my tail. All right, so we've got that. And then I do also have a full-time from Revlon Colorstay. This is their mascara that's still supposed to look fairly natural. I'm intrigued to see what this looks like. So let me go do brows, this upper waterline mascara, and lips. Oh no, I have lips. I'll be back for mascara and lips. You guys, Dixon wanted to say hi. He's just been hanging out. I got up to slick back my hair a little bit, 'cause the little flyaways. And he thought we were going downstairs. When I sat back down, he was like, nope, I want up. I want to hang out. Yeah. You just chilling? You just chilling? You want back down? You can stay on my lap. Yeah. When we go to work, when I'm trying to put my uniform on, he will actually try and like jump on my pants and like get them out of my hands. I'm like, dude, I gotta go to work. He's such a little butt. But then when I put my pajamas on, like when I get home from work and I change out of my uniform and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do stuff around the house, I'll put on like sweatpants and a t-shirt, and he's like super excited. He'll let me like switch out of my uniform. But as soon as I put my uniform on, he's like, no, I don't approve. I don't approve of this. All right, so we're gonna go into the Revlon Colorstay Full-Time Mascara. And this is supposed to be kind of like a natural looking, so we'll see. Like, natural eyelashes is not everyone's cup of tea. I don't use, like, even when I took my lashes with me, I still never find myself, like, doing the extra step to put them on. Just because I feel like I have some pretty good mascaras that do the job. Okay, you guys, even for just being, like, natural, granted, I do have naturally long lashes. They're not super thick, but they're not, like, super thin either. Like, they just look, what is it, the Ardell Wispies? That's what they look like. Just naturally I have the Ardell Wispies, but they're light because for some reason my hair grows in like a light blondish brown. Like my lashes, my brows, like I have to get my brows tinted. I have to fill them in. I was showing a friend yesterday what my brows looked like. A couple years ago, I wasn't filling my brows in and my friend was like, you do a full face of makeup, but you don't do your brows. Like, why wouldn't you? If you put all that effort into your makeup. And I was like, cause my brows are fine. And then I looked at photos and I was like, oh, no, they were not. They're very light. And it's funny. I was joking about it. I was like, looking at it now, I was like, oh, I'm just a feminine Voldemort with no brows. She's like, I wouldn't go that far. But like the no brow look is like not the look. I was like, all right, cool. All right, so that's where we are with one coat. Let's see about the bottom. So the brush is like a little spiky. The little plastic spikes. But it's pulling all the lashes apart. Let's do another coat on the top. I don't know if it's buildable. And even when they're like, oh, it's buildable or you can do this, I still want to test it. I still want to test the theory. Okay, they're like, they look pulled apart in full. Do you see all the lashes? Okay. And that's just 2 coats. Let's do a third, just in case. I don't know that I need to do a third. But also I'm like, you know what? Let's just check to see, like, can you, like, for it being natural, can you build it up to be a little bit like wispy dramatic? Which, yeah, I guess you could. Like, it's starting to build up to be a little fluffy. Okay, 3 coats isn't bad. Not at all. I mean, this side, they're like non-existent. Lashes? She doesn't have lashes. Okay, why am I blinking on this side? Like, it's just this side that's like, today we're gonna fight. Okay, you guys. I don't hate this mascara. Like when I heard natural, I was like, natural's not really what I like gravitate towards. Like Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize, Huda Beauty One Coat Wow. What's the other one? House Labs. She just released a new one. There's some really good mascaras out there, and I like that they like volumize or lengthen. This isn't like when it said natural. I was just kind of like, are we doing natural lashes? Even then, it's still buildable. Okay. Do you guys see that? I'm interested, like, if you've tried this and you have just short or thin, like, I want to know, what does it look like on your lashes? And do you like it? Have you picked it up? Did you go natural mascara? Nah, I'm good. And not pick it up as well? Like, Let me know. Put it in the comments. They sent this to me and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, so, it wasn't Revlon directly that sent it to me. It was another company on behalf of, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm excited to try out Colorstay from Revlon. I've tried out some of their stuff in the past. The highlighter today is Revlon. This is the dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy, which they have discontinued, but Revlon, they have 2 different shades, I think. I absolutely love this highlighter. Like, it is, she's beaming. But like, there's some beautiful dupes at the drugstore, much more affordable prices, and they deliver. But this mascara, let me know your thoughts. Like, what do you think? Are you picking it up? Do you like it? And then, of course, we also need to do lips. I have the, what is it? The Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Inks. I had this in a different shade. It's since been decluttered. I'd had it for quite a while. And then I was in the store the other day when I picked up the blush. I was like, oh, I should pick up some new shades. The red. So these are the ones that I had the YSL. It's like a lip vinyl. There's way too much in here. I'm never gonna find it. Never mind. So there's like a YSL lip vinyl that they just released. And that's like $30-ish, which that is a splurge. But I was like, let me try it out. It looks pretty. I want to see. This is a dupe. And this was out before the YSL lip vinyl, wholeheartedly. This was out first. I want to say they're like $11 or $12 versus $30, but the shades are stunning. I'm going to swatch this on the back of my hand. I might live to regret it because like once you get it on, it is a glossy liquid lip. And I know that I'm not doing a red lip today. This one is in Royal, number 55. Oh, also, shake 'em up. I did not shake mine. So there is something in it to help shake it. Remember to shake it. You don't want to like go and apply it and then it's just like the shiny coat. All right. But I know that this is the shade that I want to use today. Ooh, look how gorgeous. That shade. Do you see how shiny she is? When this dries down, she's going to be that shiny. She is giving it all. Ooh. I mean, it is a pretty shade, but I'm like, I don't know about red today. Like, I just want to keep it kind of neutral. All right, so I have the shade Peachy. I don't know that I was like in the mindset for Peachy today, but I was like, it's fine. I should probably take this off the back of my hand before it dries down completely. It already stained my hand. I'm gonna have to go get my makeup melting balm to get it off. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so juicy. That was just one dip. Like, I did not go back in. This is just one swipe with everything that was on this applicator. It's just, they're so good. And I'm not usually a peachy gal, but I think the shade that I really wanted, which was like a mauve, was sold out. So I was just like, I'll go with this. It's pretty though. I love that when this dries down, it's still gonna be glossy in the summer, or like even when I go to put my hair down and it's windy out, like I don't want to wear a lip gloss. I just, liquid lip, even lipstick still like kind of iffy, like if it gets stuck in your hair or your hair gets stuck in your lip gloss and then you like, no one wants that. With this, once it starts to dry down and it stays glossy, I'm not gonna have that issue. I absolutely love this. I had a more neutral shade, and even then, like, yes, it might have been like a light tan, but it seemed to pull the pinkiness from my lip through, so it wasn't necessarily like a true tan. It was like, I need to go pick up that shade again. And I might have to run to like Walmart or Ulta and see if I can find it, because it is such a good stay, like long wear lip staying glossy liquid lip. I'm all over the place, you guys. All right, but this is the final look. I'm still waiting for this to dry down so I can show you. Now, thinking about everything. Like, I like how my eyes look. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've talked about it a lot in previous videos. I absolutely love focusing on my eyes. And I really like how my eyes turned out today. The Lovers palette from Cosmic Brushes. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. They always have some beautiful releases. They do sell out pretty quickly. Like, they're out of the UK. Their price point is fairly reasonable. And then the shadows just perform. The shades are stunning. The shimmers are absolutely gorgeous. We used this one, which is Companion, and then we used Connection. A very beautiful look. Like, if you look in the pan, it looks like it's purple. On the eye, it has pinks and it has purples. It's just kind of like a tropical sunset, which is perfect for summer, right? but I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. I didn't want to go so deep today with like the earthy tones of the greens and the blues, but I feel like I can get some good use out of this side of the color story and then playing around with all the rest of the pinks and stuff. I feel like for work though, I could do the pink shades and then use this one right here. That might be a lot of fun. I never did talk about Loyal. It was kind of like in the crook of my arm. That's also a really pretty shade. Kind of like a bluish silver, but this palette is gorgeous. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. I'll link them down below. And then everything else that I tried out. The mascara, they said natural looking lashes. I don't think that it's natural. Like, you can build it up. If you just went with 1 or 2, sure, maybe, possibly close to being natural lashes. With 3 coats, my lashes look pretty freaking good and almost naturally dramatic. I don't know if that's the thing. The liner, really good. I'm excited to see because it says after 7 days you'll start seeing like your lashes growing in better. So I am going to use it every single day this week, see how it performs. Do I notice a growth in my lashes? Like, I want to see. I want to, like, especially from the drugstore, picking up from Revlon a liner with serum. I'm all for that. I hate having to do so many different steps when it could just be in one. And then also like staying power, I'm interested to see how long the liner lasts. If I'm outside, if I'm doing things, is it going to start to fade? Does it run? It didn't say it was waterproof, but I'm intrigued to like find out. And then of course the lip vinyls. One of my favorite things. The blush was a fail. The shade was too light. I'm sure I have a friend who would take it off my hands, but we're gonna nothing. And it's still shiny. I love it. I absolutely love it. You guys remember like the NYX liquid lipstick and then it had like the gloss on top? Why would you like buy the 2 when you can just do this and it's all in one? They have some stunning shades. I know that I'm gonna go and pick up a couple other shades that were sold out when I was at Walmart when I picked this up last time. But you guys, enough rambling. Let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comments. Let's have that conversation. I love a good affordable moment, and then especially when I find some dupes, like absolutely I'll start putting those into my collection, vice the more expensive version of it. So you guys, let me know your thoughts. Put it in the comments. Let's have a discussion. And that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications, new videos. If you like this video, make sure you hit a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.